guys, my name is Miranda and today I'm here to react to the trailer for season 2 of Heartbreak High. I'm so excited that this is almost finally here. It's been so long, and weirdly enough I feel like I do actually remember a lot of what happened in season 1 because I was thinking about doing a rewatch and I might still do that, but I feel like I do remember a good amount, which normally that's my complaint when there's like a big gap in between seasons, and this is a big gap where I don't remember stuff, but I feel like the stuff that happened was just like so impactful and like jaw-dropping that it sticks in your head, you know? Like, this is a show that sticks in your head. So I was so excited when I saw the trailer this morning. I've been like looking for it to come out any day now because Netflix usually does it like around this time. And I do have to admit that I'm a little hurt right now. I am, because I saw that they posted this. I checked it out a little bit before I went into work. I was like literally in the car outside of work being like, oh, let's see. And I did get to see that it looks like Amerie is going to be in a love triangle with Malachi and this random dude who's not Spider. And if you know me, I am a Spider and Amerie shipper. I think they would be such a great enemies to lovers like endgame story, and it just does not seem like it's going that way. Maybe the rest of the trailer will show me differently, but I was hurt to see that. It felt like, you know, I had been betrayed in some way. And yes, because of that, I'm not going to this as like a full no preconceived notions trailer reaction because I'm already upset about that. But at the same time, in all fairness to me, I've been subsisting on like 5 of the same Amerie and Spider fanfics on AO3 for the last 2 years, and they're good fics, but it's just 5 or 6 of them, so I feel like I have a right to be upset, you know? You tit, I tat. That's how it works, Heartbreak High writers. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm so excited for them. Who was that guy? That's what I want to know. I can't believe that we're going down this road again. Like, this I am a little concerned about because it's like, is it just going to be repetitive? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we made so much progress with like all the things she did. And I also, I'm not going back to fanfic, but I read a fanfic where it was kind of like she was still a little upset at Harper, and I feel like it should kind of be that way because Harper went through a lot of awful stuff, but I also feel like the stuff she put Amerie through without like actually talking to her was awful. And I know they talked, but I just feel like there still should just be some more accountability on Harper's part, you know what I mean? And I read a fanfic where it was like that, where they were like, no, you have a right to be upset and mad at her for what she did, you know? It doesn't excuse how she acted and made your life kind of miserable. So I will be interested if they do that, or if they just go down the road of everyone hates Amerie again. Oh gosh, please tell me it's not Spider. Everyone hates her. Oh my gosh, Cash in jail, stop. Oh, well, there's Spencer's new love interest, great. Who is this wannabe on my screen? Every time I see this blonde dude, I'm like, you just look like Spencer, but like if they couldn't get Spider. They were like, hey, we actually, we need someone else to be a stand-in. Oh, do you want to work here? Like, excuse me? And also, I am like, I'm not usually a fan of like, you have these like pre-established love interests, even with like, I know she'd never get back together with Dusty, and obviously no one should. But even with like Malachi and like maybe Spider was a love interest potentially, I just don't like when it's like you have these established dynamics and then you added someone else another season and it's supposed to be like great. Like maybe like 3 seasons in or 4 seasons or something. But I just feel like it's too soon. Like, you already got me invested in these relationships and now you're just throwing in another guy? No thank you. Is this what like people feel like when dad shows up with like the new mom as a girlfriend and you're like, I don't know who this is, but I don't want them. So they're friends with benefits, but clearly catching feelings for each other. Ooh. Oh my gosh, stop it. Oh! Hope that wasn't Quinn. Ugh, I feel like it's probably the last episode and she's with that blonde guy, so not great. Someone burned the school down? I mean, it looks like entertaining. It's just such a long like trailer with like so many like quick cuts that you can't figure out like really what's going on completely. Obviously the big things are this love triangle with Amerie, which I just don't like love triangles in general, so I'm not really looking forward to that. And we know nothing about this guy, so I feel like my only judgment is, again, he's not Spider, so I already don't like him. Like, maybe my tune will change completely on that, and I love that because, like I said, that big dance does look like it would probably be like a later episode. So if they're already like dancing and happy at the dance, and like they're probably gonna end up together at least for this season, or she could end up with Malachi. But I just feel like they have more, I wouldn't mind them being endgame, but I feel like they just have more work to do of like friends to lovers, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't mind that, but I feel like they just have a lot on to work on themselves before they can be together. And then Quinny, I really hope gets a new love interest, or at least does away with the old one who doesn't deserve her and understand her at all. Darren and Cash, I have absolutely no idea how that's gonna work, because I feel like Cash is confined to literal prison, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but I obviously love them and I hope that they can find a way to work it out. Dusty, Malachi, and Darren I know was a thing people were saying were gonna happen, and I don't know how I feel about that solely because I cannot stand Dusty. Like, I don't want to see a redemption arc for him after especially like what he did last season. I also don't know if Spider is now, instead of like forgoing like an Amerie storyline, just being set up to be a full villain, because I don't know who that was he was like partnered with when the guy was like, this is war, blah blah blah, but I could absolutely see it being him that's trying to take Amerie down or something like that, because we know he is not her biggest fan after she rejected him, which is so messed up. But again, I feel like if they just like talked, it would all be resolved. And like I said, I'm nervous about the storyline once again being like everyone hates Amerie. I'm glad that she's like got her friends, and that's good this time, you know, but like the whole school is turning against her. There's also, it seems like, a bunch of new characters aside from the guy that's going to be in the love triangle, because I saw some girl that was doing the announcements. Harper and Ant is really cute. I'm excited for that. I think like Harper definitely deserves a softer season after everything she had gone through in season 1. So if she could find someone that just kind of like worships and adores her, I feel like that's absolutely what she deserves. In terms of what I hope to see, just more Quinny, Darren, and Amerie stuff, and Harper, I hope just fitting into that seamlessly. I don't know how she will, but I hope it's not like a like, oh, jealousy of like, I was friends with them when I wasn't friends with you, now we're back to being friends, and like you don't quite understand what's going on. So I hope that still kind of feels like, I just want her to have her team and her people, you know, that like I ride or I die for you, and like I understand what's happening and I'm gonna help you, because I feel like so much of what was hard for her last season and what was hard for a lot of people, like Harper, anyone really, Malachi with what he went through, it was showing that like being alone is really like just amplifies things and makes them worse. So I feel like if she can have a great support system and friends and she's not alone this time, I know like she did meet Darren and Quinny, but obviously there were times where she still didn't feel like she could completely open up to them and stuff. So I just really feel like we can see that difference, and then it won't feel so quite like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean, of like everyone hates you again. So I really have high hopes for this season overall. I do know there's like a sophomore slump. You could suffer from that. I saw someone comment though that like Sex Education, their season 2 was so much better than their season 1. So like maybe that will be the case. It's been so long that since we've had new episodes that I think my expectations are triple-fold for like what I expect. Like, you've had time to work on this. So I'm gonna be pretty picky, I'll be honest. And like I said, I'm already not happy that my ship is not sailing, but that's the nature of these ways. I think it'll be fine of like, I'm almost more upset for him getting a love interest than I am for her. Because Amerie, I'm like, yeah, I would like love Spider with her, but like, girl deserves the world. Like, if she gets a good love interest, whatever. Spider, I'm like, no, you're supposed to pine after her for the rest of your days. Sorry, dude. So I just think there's a lot up in the air, but overall I'm excited because, like I said, with how I remember so much of what happened in season 1, it's such a memorable show and it's so fun and so entertaining while still also dealing with really serious issues. It is very much like Sex Education, I would think, like different, but I feel like that kind of vibe of like a comedy, but also like dealing with issues that teenagers and young adults deal with today with a very like nuanced and respectful demeanor of like not just dismissing it because, oh, you're a teenager. It delves into those issues with a respectful tone and also makes it funny. So I'm really excited to see it. Like I said, Quinny and Darren and Amerie are one of my like favorite friend groups ever from anything I've ever seen or read. So I'm just excited to have them back on my screen. And yeah, I think it's going to be really, really fun and maybe a little frustrating, but really, really fun. So yeah, if you have seen the trailer, please feel free to leave your thoughts and reactions to it down below in the comments, what you're looking forward to, what your theories are for the new people, the new relationships, all that kind of stuff. And let me know if you'll be watching season 2. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!